Hi, it's Tim Hagen from Progress Coaching, and welcome to another episode of Coaching Conversations. And I wanted to make you aware of something very cool that we're doing on a subscription basis, and we'll put a link in each one of our episodes. But every Wednesday, we're going to be doing what we call an audio podcast workshop. That workshop will be roughly about 14 to maybe 20 minutes per episode, with each month having a theme from a coaching model, using feedback strategically, to coaching self-awareness, and so on. So if you could look in the body or in the content description of each episode, and you will see a link where you can join this subscription. These are literally 4 workshops every month, teaching specific strategies to address a particular area of workplace coaching, as it relates, again, to things like awareness, motivation, teamwork, and what have you. Here's the cool thing. It's only $10 per month, and each month you will get a handout that we will follow along with. So we also give you a tool for you to take notes as we go through each episode. We hope you'll check it out.
Self-regulation. The definition: the ability to control or redirect disruptive impulses and moods. The propensity to suspend judgment, to think before acting. Doesn't that just sound wonderful? You're probably thinking of people right now that, boy, if they could read that definition and really support it, that would make life easier. And it's about building trustworthiness and integrity. It's about an openness to change. So when we're coaching people who struggle with disruptive impulses or moods, we have to be able to control that. Let me give you one example. It's something called the rule of engagement. So let's pretend I'm coaching Scott, who's pretty disruptive. He's got the typical yeah, but out very quickly. I might say, Scott, I want to give you some insight. And I want to share with you a couple perspectives where I think we have an opportunity to improve. And when I give that to you, I'm going to ask you to do something a little bit awkward. I don't want you to respond. I just want you to digest it. I just want you to think about what I'm saying. I don't want you to interrupt. And if you're okay with it, if you start interrupting, I'm going to stop you. Now, most of us don't have conversations like that, but what it's called is a rule of engagement. And you don't do it punitively, you don't do it out of anger, but you literally share with the person, I've had a lot of time to think about this conversation, and I want to afford you the same opportunity. And what you do is when you give that feedback, you can say, Scott, I'd like to get back together maybe in a couple hours, maybe tomorrow afternoon, and I want you to just think about it. Here comes the big lesson. And when you're thinking about it, I want you to come back ready to share with me specifically what you're going to do to successfully alter that perception that people might have of you. What you're really doing is using a self-actualized question. What are you going to do to successfully counter whatever you're coaching the person to? The point being is time is a wonderful ally for coaching. Reflection helps them build greater self-awareness, which leads to what? More self-regulation.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Coaching Conversations by Tim Hagen and Progress Coaching. Now, our company is always coming out with new and innovative solutions to help leaders coach their employees. And recently, we just created a new service called Coach to You, where leaders can pick and choose topics and assign 7 to 21-day programs for employees to learn and, more importantly, apply actions and then reflect and share what they're going to do going forward as a result of the learning. It's called Coach to You. We're literally bringing coaching to your employees. If you're intrigued, we'll have a link in each one of our episodes where you can get more information. And again, thank you so much for listening to another episode.